it's playoff time in the NBA, and we're going to be talking about the Eastern Conference. Let's just go ahead and jump on into it.
Yeah.
So for the first matchup, I think it's first matchup of the entire playoffs, is the Pacers and Cavaliers.
A lot of people are excited to see LeBron and Stevenson go back at it.
See if he blows in his face again.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, a key for the Pacers to even have a chance to make this a good series will honestly be Lance Stevenson. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, and as a huge basketball nut as I am, it hurts for me to say that, but Lance Stevenson he just has some kind of X factor. When he plays, like, they just go to a different level.
He's funny too.
I can't even explain it. There's just something about Lance Stevenson where they just got like some kind of swagger back, like they had in 2013.
Yeah, because he's cocky too, so it kind of brings the team to be cocky.
And he's fearless. He don't care. He don't care who
Even
you
if
are.
he's doing a terrible time, he's having a terrible game.
He could be one of 14. And he's gonna have the best time. And he's gonna go right at LeBron. And when they play with him, they kind of look like the 2013 Pacers, who had the first seed in the East and took the Heat to 7 games and could have beaten them, except LeBron James went off, like usually in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
PG's been playing pretty good.
He's been playing amazing recently.
And I'm not a big fan of PG either, to be honest with you, but he's been watching him. I kind of
they got hot at the right moment.
Kind of like
and this kind of hurts for me to talk about because I'm a Heat fan, and we could have made it if the Pacers lost just one more game, or the Bulls lost one more game.
I thought the Heat beat the Cavs, though.
What do you mean?
I thought they had to beat the Cavs and then beat the Wizards to be in it or something.
We did.
And you still didn't make it?
We tied with Boston, or with Chicago rather, and they had a tiebreaker.
I want to have Heat in Chicago.
And I feel like if we had Deion Waiters, he's kind of our swag. That would have been.
Oh, he didn't play?
Oh, he's been hurt.
Oh, that's
and we went on that huge streak with him.
Deion's been doing, he was on point.
And since he got hurt, we've been 7-6, and we were on a crazy win streak.
Damn, I didn't know he was gonna be that big of a factor on that team.
I didn't either. I've never been a Deion Waiters fan. I've even been saying all year that Deion Waiters isn't that good, but then we went on a streak, and he was our heart and soul. But anyways, Pacers, Cavs. I mean, I think the Cavs are going to pull it out. But I do think it's kind of like the Warriors and Trailblazers on the West, where I feel like the Warriors will eventually win it, but you can't count out the Trailblazers completely to put up a fight. And that's how I feel about the Pacers. I feel like it'll go 6 games. I could honestly see it going 7 games, but I'm going to say 6 because it is the Cavs, and I've learned over my years of basketball never bet against LeBron. So I'm not going to bet against LeBron.
I'm going to bet against LeBron.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that the Pacers I can see them beating the Cavs.
I could see it. But
like PG goes off like he been going off. Totally see it. And the Cavs after the All-Star break, they're negative, and they don't have a positive record. What was it, like
25-26, 24-26, something like that?
Yeah,
25-25. So are you predicting Pacers beat the Cavs in the first round of the NBA playoffs?
I know it's blasphemy.
It is.
And it's preposterous.
It is. It's like saying Tom Brady's going to be eliminated.
LeBron, not for LeBron to Tom Brady. Anyways.
Moment of truth.
I don't know if I can believe in them, man.
Do we need to come back? You need to think about
it? Let's go to Raptors and Milwaukee.
I like this matchup. I love this matchup, rather. The Raptors are a more well-balanced team. They just got Kyle Lowry back. They're playing great efficient offensively, which is a big deal. And defensively, they look amazing. But Milwaukee has Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, come on. He's a game breaker.
Yeah.
One day, I feel like he'll be competing for a championship and winning MVPs. And he's the first player in the history of the league to be top 20 in all 5 major stats, which is insane.
Who does he got?
That's the thing.
Who does he?
I mean, he has Chris Middleton, who I think is extremely underrated. I mean,
isn't he a shooter kind of guy?
Yeah, he's a scorer.
Okay.
They don't have Parker anymore, but they've been playing better since Jabari Parker got hurt.
Who's their center?
They got Greg Monroe.
Okay.
And it'll be the first time Greg Monroe's in the playoffs.
But I don't see them winning at all, to be honest with you.
Not
I say game 6.
6 games, Raptors.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 games.
I was about to say 5.
5.
But Giannis, I feel like this is Giannis' first playoff. I think.
Is it really?
No, might not be.
I think it is.
I think he might have played a couple years ago when when he wasn't that good, when he was putting up like 6
No,
points a
because the
game.
Milwaukee played Bulls in the playoffs.
You might be right. I might be wrong on that one. But I feel like this is the first one he's going in as an all-star.
Oh.
That's for sure. And he's going to be. I feel like he's going to maybe something to prove to himself, even though he doesn't really seem like the guy who cares what people think. Rather, he just cares about himself.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Raptors are just very balanced right now, and they're playing excellent defense.
They just have way more playmakers.
Yeah, and they've been here year after year for the past few years.
Yeah, I just wish they could beat the Cavs.
Beat England when it matters. He beat my Heat last year, so I mean I can't. But I'm going Raptors in 5.
Same.
5. Right. So,
Washington, Atlanta.
right. And
I'm going with
I like this
Washington.
matchup. I am too.
Washington.
I am too.
I think Atlanta's more of a defense team, right?
They're better coached
More disciplined.
with Mike Budenholzer. But John Wall right now,
He's on point.
no one is even really talking about this dude. He's averaging like 20 and 10, and then like a steal and a half, or maybe more, maybe 2 steals.
Yeah.
And he's just playing so smart basketball. He's all right. I'm about to say
He knows
something.
it too. He's like confident.
I'm about to say something people
Damn,
might
something.
say is ridiculous for me to say, but John Wall isn't only one of the greatest point guards in our game today. He's one of the greatest point guards in the history of the game. And I'm not saying he's top like 5 or anything like that. I'm just saying when you list out maybe top 20 point guards in the history of the game, John Wall's name better be somewhere near that.
He can do everything. He can dunk.
Yeah,
He can
and he's
do
efficient and he's
defense. He blocks. How many
player.
blocks he got? He like, I forgot how many, like 50 something.
He's just. I love John Wall and Bradley
I like John
Beal's
Wall.
coming up. He's looking really good. He's averaging 20 something points a game. He's looking really good. Marcin Gortat is out there, looking like a fool sometimes. Other nights he looks great. And then Morris, he's making everything. Otto
Yeah,
Porter is in the running for most improved player. Just everything's clicking right now for the
I hope
Wizards.
they make it farther though.
I do too. But the Hawks right now, I don't know. I like the Hawks. I like how they act.
I don't like the Hawks.
I love Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap to me is the most underrated player in the game. He does
Oh
absolutely
yeah, he
everything.
is. Yeah, I like
I don't want to say he's a poor man's Draymond because that's kind of disrespectful. But here's Draymond and Paul Millsap's like right there.
Yeah, they just have different attitudes.
Right. I like Paul Millsap on the offensive end, which he proved against Cleveland that he can be the focal point of an offense and win a game against a really good team.
I would like Atlanta for that Kyle. We don't have Kyle anymore, so I don't
Oh, Korver?
Yeah. That's the main reason why I like Atlanta, to be honest with you.
Man,
And Dwight.
if they had Kyle Korver, they'd be so slow on defense.
Yeah, but
And Washington just run all over.
Kyle was the main scorer on that team.
They did have Jeff Teague when he was.
Forgot about Jeff Teague.
He was on the Pacers.
Is he injured? Oh, he's in.
Oh, he got hurt the last game, but he looked like he just rolled his ankle. It'll be fine.
So you got Washington.
I got Washington. I'm gonna say
I got
6.
5. I got 5.
I'm gonna say Washington is 6, but I could see the Hawks upsetting them. I
I
could
can't
just
see
see
it. I really
they're
can't.
made. The Hawks are made for the playoffs. I see. I love Dennis Schroeder. I love Paul Millsap. I love their coach Mike Budenholzer. But I'm gonna go Washington simply because John Wall is just he's on another level. And before the season started, I talked about John Wall potentially breaking out and being a front runner for MVP.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect
This
it to
one?
be such a crazy MVP race.
Yeah.
But think about
Rustin, what
it.
are you
If you
doing?
take John Wall from this year and put him in almost any other year in the MVP race, I mean he's top 3 for
Yeah.
sure. But because we got Isaiah
Russ.
Thomas, Russ, James Harden, Kawhi, LeBron, and KD when he was healthy, and Steph Curry doing what he does every year now. But John Wall, I'm gonna go with Wizards. You said 5.
Yeah, I said 5.
I'm saying
Washington. So then I got Chicago and Boston.
which honestly could be a good series.
I don't even know Chicago. Chicago is what? Jimmy? I was surprised when I saw them. I expected the Heat, to be honest with you.
I wish it was the Heat.
Chicago, what
We
were
could
they?
beat Boston. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Boston doesn't see Miami.
Jimmy Butler.
Even though I think Boston won like 3 out of 4 games this year.
No, I think the Heat probably would have taken them to Game 7.
I think so, but I could see Boston or Chicago.
I can't.
Jimmy Butler is playing great right now on both ends of the ball. D Wade
kinda
just came.
silent.
D Wade just came back.
Forgot about D Wade.
He just came back. They're looking a lot better offensively in their defense.
Who else they got though? D Wade, Jimmy.
And the Bulls beat the Cavs in all 4 games this year.
They did.
So the camera stopped recording. So picking back, I don't know where it cut off. We're just gonna figure it out as we go, and I'll go back. But we were talking about Chicago, Boston, and Jimmy Butler. I feel like it'll come down between Jimmy Butler and Isaiah Thomas in the clutch, and any surrounding parts that can help. But the Bulls do have experience with D Wade, and even if he doesn't play much, he's just kind of a veteran presence that helps. Where Boston doesn't really have a winner on their team, like championship wise.
Oh, championship.
I love their coach though, Brad Stevens. I love Brad
he's a good
Stevens.
coach.
He's the coach of the future to me. I feel like, but I really don't know because I could honestly see Boston getting beat.
Really?
I could honestly see, and we could see another 8-1 for, I don't know the number, but it hadn't happened very often. I'm gonna go Boston, but I could see Chicago beat. If Chicago beats them, you heard it here first. It could happen. I'm gonna pick Boston. I'm saying Boston in 7.
I'm saying Boston 6.
I just think it's a bad matchup. It's not that Chicago's a better team. It's just it's a bad matchup for Boston to me. But I got Boston in 7.
I got Boston in 6. They just, I don't know. They just do more things.
All right,
Instead
so
of Chicago.
we're back to Indiana, Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's your final. Are you gonna
You
go?
know what? I got
upset?
Indiana upset.
Oh my God.
What is Indiana? What's the seed?
7.
Oh, okay. And the Cavs are 2. I got Indiana. Game 7. What are we game 7?
In Cleveland,
In Cleveland.
they're gonna upset the Cavaliers.
Biggest upset in history.
And everybody's
of
gonna be
mankind.
questioning LeBron.
Again, that's what I want.
I got Cleveland. What'd I say? 6? I said Cleveland 6.
Yeah.
So I said Cleveland 6, Toronto 5, Atlanta.
Matter of fact,
Washington 6. And
in every game the
Boston
Cavs
7.
play, let's say the Cavs beat Indiana.
Right.
Next round, I'm still gonna pick Cavs losing. I'm serious. I'm serious.
So,
It depends. It depends.
Cleveland would play Toronto next,
Okay, I probably. I don't even know.
and Boston would play Washington.
I want Washington to play Cavs.
Yeah, but
That won't happen.
The
That
Cavs-
can't happen.
I mean, if Washington beats Boston,
It can't happen.
and the Cavs beat Toronto,
Oh, yeah.
so I mean, it could.
Washington. I know Washington can beat them. Raptors, I don't really know. Boston, I don't really know about that one either. But yeah, I'm picking up to Indiana. I'm your guy.
Please don't dislike the video because of what he just said, LeBron fans.
But what if I'm right though? What if I'm right?
Then you're right.
Then what I gotta get something like. Anyway,
Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Tell us what you
I'm
thought.
always right.
Like, dislike, whatever.
I'm just like that just makes me sad.
He cried once. But I just want feedback. Thanks for watching. Peace out.